Hello there, I'm Dr. James Carter. I'm in my 60 seconds now, and for more than 3 decades, I've walked alongside thousands of patients who wake up every morning struggling with back pain. There's one thing I always tell them: sometimes healing doesn't require something complicated. The answer might be right in what we eat every day. I want you to imagine this. Every bite of food we put into our body is like a tiny brick building our health. Some bricks are strong and help us stand tall without pain, while others quietly cause the structure to crumble. And today, I want to help you choose the right bricks, the foods that soothe back pain and slow down the silent inflammation inside your body. I remember one of my patients, Margaret, 68 years old. She came to see me with a bright smile, but her shoulders were stiff from years of back pain. She said, "Doctor, I've tried pills, I've tried exercises, but the pain won't go away." So we started not with a prescription, but with a cup of green tea in the morning. That's all a small habit, yet packed with hundreds of natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Gradually, her body began to calm down from the inside out. I often tell my patients, food is not just fuel, it's a message you send to your cells. A piece of grilled salmon can tell your body, reduce inflammation, start healing. And their temp. A handful of almonds each day can make your joints more flexible thanks to their healthy fats. And if you drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil over your salad, you're giving your body a true gift, the healthiest oil modern science still praises. But you know what's fascinating? It's not just about fish or oil. Even a golden sweet potato or a small carrot carries powerful anti-inflammatory pigments. That warm orange color isn't just beautiful, it's a natural armor protecting your spine. Another patient of mine, Robert, had been a carpenter for 40 years. His back was in constant pain. I didn't give him more medication. I simply told him to switch from frying oil to olive oil and to add turmeric and cinnamon to his meals. 3 months later, he came back smiling brightly. "Doctor, I can tie my shoes again without using my hands for support." He didn't just change his diet, he changed his life. And don't forget, sometimes even a small glass of red wine in the evening, if your health allows, can bring benefits. In wine lies the essence of ripe grapes, rich in resveratrol, a compound that reduces inflammation and improves blood flow to your spine. But remember just a little. The line between medicine and poison can be only a few sips apart. Here's something most people overlook. Avocados, leafy greens, and berries like blueberries and strawberries are silent warriors in your body's fight against inflammation. They nourish the connective tissues around your spine, keeping your ligaments and muscles as flexible as they were in your 20s. So when you look at a colorful salad, don't just see a meal, see a natural prescription, one that doesn't need a doctor's note but truly works. The human body has an incredible ability to heal as long as we stop feeding it inflammation and start nourishing it with love and awareness. I've lived long enough to know this. Health isn't just found in the doctor's office, it's found in your kitchen. You can choose to stay in pain every day, or you can choose to begin again with a breakfast full of greens, a lunch with salmon, and an evening ending with a warm cup of tea. It's never too late to change. Remember, every meal you choose today is a promise to your body for tomorrow. You see, we've just talked about the foods that can help your body heal and ease your back pain. But just like any medicine, they can't truly work if you keep feeding your body the very things that harm it. I once told a patient, you can drink olive oil every morning, but if you end your day with a plate of deep fried fries, all your efforts vanish in minutes. Oh, think about it. Every time you eat a piece of over-fried red meat or a slice of cake loaded with refined sugar, your body reacts, your cells swell, stress builds up inside, and once again, back pain becomes the price you pay. Not because of fate, but because of small choices repeated every day. I once met Peter, 72, a man full of energy but constantly complaining. "Doctor, every morning I sit for 10 minutes before I can even stand up straight." When I asked him about his diet, he laughed and said, "Oh, I eat healthy, just a little sausage in the morning, some pastries and coffee." We sat down together and went through each meal. And I told him, "Peter, the problem isn't your age. It's the habits your age has been hiding." 3 months later, he came back. No more pastries, no more processed meats. He said, "Now I can bend down to pick things up without hearing that cracking sound." Oh, I smiled and said, "That's the power of choosing the right foods and letting go of what you don't need." You see, Back pain doesn't just come from bones or muscles. It comes from silent inflammation, tiny injuries that build up day after day. And we feed that inflammation with sugar, reused frying oil, canned food, and sugary sodas. Each of those is like a small flame slowly burning away your body's natural healing system. If you truly want to live without back pain, start by extinguishing those flames. Instead of soda, try a glass of water with fresh lemon and a touch of honey. Instead of frying your food, try grilling or steaming it. Instead of eating red meat every night, try lentils, fish, or boiled chicken. Your body doesn't need perfection, it just needs a little more care each day. A friend of mine, also a doctor, once said, "Carter, we don't just live by what we eat, but by how we think about what we eat." And I believe that deeply. When we eat in a rush, under stress, our body can't absorb anything good. But when we eat with gratitude, with respect for every grain of rice and every leaf of greens, food becomes medicine. So today, I don't just want you to add salmon, nuts, or olive oil to your diet. I want you to slow down a little, take a deep breath, look at your plate and ask yourself, is this meal nourishing me or slowly weakening me day by day? When you start asking that question every day, you won't just escape back pain, you'll begin to feel younger from the inside out in the truest sense of healing. In the next part, I'll share with you the daily and evening habits that help your spine relax and recover naturally, something many people over 50 tend to overlook. And I truly believe if you apply them within just a few weeks, your back will thank you every morning you wake up. Have you ever woken up in the morning and before even getting out of bed, felt your back aching stiff like a wooden board that hasn't loosened yet? If you have, I know exactly how that feels. Because in more than 30 years of practice, I've heard hundreds of people tell me the same story. I just bent down to tie my shoes and it felt like my back was about to break. Yeah. The sad truth is, most of us treat our backs worse than an old chair. We sit for hours without changing position. We look down at our phones dozens of times a day, and we forget the spine is the axis of life. When your spine hurts, everything else in your body feels tired. But trust me, you can change that. No medicine. No expensive gym memberships, just small habits, a little each day, and your back will begin to come alive again. Every morning, before getting out of bed, I want you to do this. Lie on your back, stretch your legs, and take a deep, very deep breath. Hold it for 4 seconds, then slowly exhale. Repeat this 4 times. It sounds simple, but with just a few mindful breaths, your spine will gently wake up. After that, bring one knee to your chest at a time. This movement is like giving your back a hug. I call it hug your spine. And many of my patients, after just a few weeks of consistency, tell me they no longer feel that morning stiffness. Just a few minutes every morning, but the reward is an entire day of comfort. And you know what? Posture is the most silent enemy of all. A middle-aged person sitting in the wrong position every day is no different from forcing their spine to carry several invisible extra pounds. So when you sit to work or watch TV, remember this. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and both feet flat on the floor. Every 30 minutes, stand up, take a few steps, twist your body gently, and stretch your back. Those little things, they're actually the cheapest and most powerful medicine for your spine. One evening, I told a patient of mine, your body is like a guitar. If you don't tune it for a while, it falls out of rhythm. And your evening routine, that's how you tune your body again after a long, tiring day. Before going to bed, spend 5 minutes lying on a mat or bed with a small pillow under your knees. Just breathe deeply and feel your back slowly release as if gravity no longer weighs you down. When you allow your body to relax the right way, your spine will begin to heal itself quietly, yet miraculously. You see, health isn't a matter of youth. It's the result of patience and respect for yourself. A 70-year-old can still have a strong back if they care for it properly. And a 40-year-old can feel as painful as 80 if they neglect it. Every time you choose to stand, to stretch, to breathe correctly, you're sending a message to your body. I still want to live healthy, happy, and free. So tomorrow, when you wake up before you touch your phone, touch your back and say thank you. Thank you for carrying your whole life quietly without complaint. And if you stay consistent, eat right, breathe right, move right, I promise you won't just relieve your back pain. You'll live lighter, younger, and more peacefully. In the next part, I'll share with you how to sleep correctly and the best sleeping positions to help your spine recover while you rest, something most people over 50 are doing wrong. And with just a few simple adjustments, you'll feel the difference within a few nights. You know, we spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping. But sadly, many people sleep in ways that make their rest harmful, so that instead of healing, they wake up in pain. I still remember one of my patients, Mrs. Helen, 64 years old. She told me, "Doctor, I go to bed to rest, but every morning I wake up with more back pain than the day before." When I asked how she slept, she smiled. "I sleep on my stomach. It feels more comfortable." I gently shook my head. I told her, "Helen, your sleeping position is like a whisper you tell your body every night. If you whisper the wrong words, your body will answer with pain." Science has proven that sleeping posture directly affects the spine. If you sleep on your stomach, your neck and back twist unnaturally. If you use the wrong pillow, your spine bends and your back muscles strain all night. So I want you to imagine this. Your spine is a guitar string. When you sleep, your goal is to keep that string straight, soft, and peaceful. Try sleeping on your side, with your knees slightly bent like a fetal position. Place a small pillow between your knees. It helps keep your hips and spine aligned. If you prefer sleeping on your back, put a thin pillow under your knees. It reduces pressure on your lower back. And most importantly, never sleep on your stomach. I know some people say, "I'm used to it. I can't change." But I've seen dozens of my patients make the switch in just a few weeks, and the dull back pain that haunted them for years disappeared as if by magic. I want to tell you about Mr. David, a retired mechanic. For 20 years, he slept on a mattress that sagged in the middle. His back had curved into the shape of a C. After following my advice, he replaced it with the medium firm mattress that provided better spinal support. He told me that after just 10 days, for the first time in years, he woke up without feeling exhausted. He said, "Doctor, I thought I only needed painkillers. I never imagined all I needed was the right mattress." Sleep is not just for rest. Sleep is the time when your body repairs itself, when damaged cells are restored, muscles loosen, and the mind regains balance. So, let your bedroom become a place of healing, not a battlefield. Avoid using your phone before bed. Keep the light soft and the room cool. And before you lie down, try this. Place your hand on your back, take a deep breath, and thank your body. Thank it for holding you up every single day, quietly and tirelessly. You know, many people fear aging because they think back pain is normal. But no pain is never normal. It's your body's way of saying, "Please take care of me differently." And sometimes, just a good night's sleep can take you halfway down the road to recovery. I want you to remember this. The way you sleep tonight will determine how you feel tomorrow. Sleep as an act of self-love. Because when you sleep correctly, you don't just heal your back. You nourish your soul. In the next part, I'll share with you the daily habits that keep your spine strong, from how you walk, stand, to how you bend properly. These small details, when done right, can keep you free from back pain for a lifetime. You know, I've worked with hundreds of back pain patients over more than 30 years. And what I've learned is this: there's no magic pill that can heal you completely. Not if your body is still inflamed from within, still attacked every day by your food, your habits, and even your stress. I remember a patient named George, 64 years old. He came to me with a cane, in so much pain he could barely stand. He said, "Doctor, I've tried every medicine, but the pain always comes back." Oh, then I asked him a simple question. "George, have you ever thought that what you eat every day might be the reason your back still hurts?" He laughed and said, "I never thought of that." I guided him to make small changes, adding salmon, colorful vegetables, switching soda for green tea, using olive oil instead of butter, eating a handful of almonds every morning. 3 months later, he returned without his cane. He smiled. "I'm still my age, doctor, but now I can walk with my wife every evening without fearing the pain." That is the power of healing from within. Quiet, gradual, but lasting. You see, good food doesn't just nourish the body, it nourishes hope. It reminds us that aging is not an ending, but a gentle reminder to care for ourselves more, to listen to what our bodies have been trying to tell us all along. I want you to try this. Tomorrow morning, instead of rushing through breakfast, make yourself a cup of green tea, add a slice of whole grain bread, a few pieces of salmon, and some walnuts. Sit down, eat slowly, and let each bite be a thank you to your body for walking beside you through all these years. Start today, my friend, because your back and your life deserve that lightness. You know, after all these years in medicine, I've learned one thing. Aging isn't weakness, it's an invitation. An invitation to slow down, listen to your body, and start caring for it with your whole heart. We can't turn back time, but we can fill each day with the right choices. A wholesome meal, a warm cup of tea in the morning, a quiet walk around the neighborhood with someone you love. Back pain, sometimes, doesn't just come from the bones or joints. It comes from all those years we forgot to take care of ourselves. But trust me, it's never too late to begin again. I've seen people in their 70 seconds and 80 seconds still walking lightly, still smiling, still exercising, because they understand that caring for their health is the deepest form of self-love. So if you're hearing my voice right now, consider this a new beginning. Start with the simplest thing, a healthy meal today. And as the days pass, your body will thank you in ways that no medicine ever could. Thank you for staying until the end. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your loved ones, because who knows? One right meal or one gentle reminder might ease a pain that's been there for years. I'm Dr. James Carter, and I believe that when you nourish your body with love and patience, it will always respond with healing. See you in the next video. Keep your back strong and your heart at peace.